You know, when you hear the term digital school, what pops into your head? Probably students with shiny new laptops, right? Or maybe some super high-tech classrooms. But what does it really take to transform a school for the 21st century? Well, as we're about to see, it's about a whole lot more than just the hardware.
So let's just dive right into the big question. What actually makes a school smart? Is it having a laptop for every single student? Interactive whiteboards in every room? I mean, yeah, those tools can definitely be part of the picture, but they are not the main event. Not even close. The real secret to a smart school is, honestly, much deeper and way more interesting.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the new reality of the classroom. To really get the why behind this whole transformation, we have to understand just how much the world has changed and why it's so critical for our schools to keep pace.
And look, the ultimate goal here isn't just about using tech for the sake of having tech. It's all about cultivating these essential 21st century skills. We're talking about critical thinking, the ability to collaborate and solve complex problems with others, creativity, and of course, digital literacy. These are the skills students absolutely have to thrive in the world today.
This brings us to a really clear definition. A smart school isn't just a place with a bunch of gadgets. It's an institution that strategically uses that technology. And the two key phrases here are personalized learning and improve efficiency. It's all about using data and connectivity to tailor education to individual students while also making the entire school just run more smoothly.
And this right here leads us to maybe the most important idea of all. It absolutely has to be about strategy over gadgets. Purposeful integration, well, it's everything.
Just think about the difference for a second. On one hand, you could just give students tablets to replace their physical textbooks. That's tech for tech's sake. But when you have purposeful integration of that tech, those exact same tablets become tools for students to design, say, a 3D model of a sustainable city, or to collaborate in real time on a science project with a school on the other side of the planet. See? Same tool, but the strategy behind it changes everything.
This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? The most effective schools, they aren't asking, what new tech should we buy? No. They're asking, why are we using this, and how is it going to fundamentally make learning better? The hardware is the very last piece of the puzzle, never the first.
So here's the crucial point: leadership. For any of this to actually work, you need effective leaders who can see the big picture. They're the ones who have to make sure that every single piece of tech, every app, every training session is directly tied to the school's core educational mission. It can't be some kind of add-on. It has to be woven right into the fabric of the school's vision.
Now, this all sounds great in theory, but what does it look like in practice? Let's zoom in on a really powerful real-world case study: Malaysia's national approach to digital education.
You know, this huge transformation in Malaysia didn't happen overnight, not at all. They've been on this journey for a long time, starting with a smart school initiative way back in the late 1990s. And that has now evolved into this really comprehensive digital education policy that they're implementing today. It just goes to show a clear, long-term strategic commitment. And here's their strategy, broken down into 4 key pillars. Now, I want you to notice something. The actual technology, the infrastructure, that's only one of the 4. Just as important, maybe even more so, are empowering their educators with digital skills, fostering that visionary leadership we talked about, and making sure students have access to amazing, high-quality digital learning content. It's a completely holistic approach.
And this national strategy is not just happening in a vacuum. It is directly tied to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically Goal 4, which is all about providing quality, equitable education for everybody. So by investing in digital education, Malaysia is actively working to meet this global commitment, using technology as a tool to reach every single learner.
So after looking at the theory and a real-world example, what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing you should really remember from all of this?
It's this: information technology in modern education is not an extra. It's not a luxury. It's not some fun add-on. It is a core enabler of quality learning, of accountability, and of innovation. It's as fundamental today as the classroom itself. And when technology is used strategically, oh man, the benefits are just huge. It leads to better transparency, with data dashboards helping everyone track progress. It enhances collaboration between students and teachers. It sparks real innovation in how we teach, and at the end of the day, it helps our schools meet higher standards of learning for everyone. And that leaves us with one final, really powerful question. It's not about if we should use technology anymore. The conversation has moved on. It's about how.
How can our own schools and our own communities harness this power, not just for its own sake, but to purposefully build a better, smarter, and more equitable future for every single student?